Rehefa miaravatsika rehetra indray aho tavaverina eto amin'ny chaîne Michou ihany tia dia miaraka amin'ny vadiko David. Tsy zany ela be eto ako fa hanolotra anazy fotsiny androany dia horonantsary nangatahana iray taminareo no atao zany hoe fanaovana sakafo hawaiian zany hoe tsy resahana fotsiny le izy fa atondranareo ny fanaovana vitsivitsy amin'zareo. Dia ny vadiko David no andeha hanao anazy zao ihany hitanareo eto fa dia ny vadiko daholo hanao ny rehetrarehetra manomboka hatreto. Masoa daholo ary.
Alright. Okay, first off, we're going to start with something super simple. We're going to start off with the MUSUBI. MUSUBI is just spam, rice, and seaweed wrap or nori. So first what you want to do is you want to make sure your hands are a little bit wet because we're working with rice. It can get a little sticky. This is a MUSUBI shaper. I'll show you first how to make it with this device and then once without it. And yeah. So first, wet your hands a little bit. You're gonna take your rice, get some of your rice, do it against a flat surface like a cutting board. You're gonna pack in a good amount of rice in there. Get the top of it. This basically just smushes the rice for you. You want to get it nice in there. Depending on how much you want, you can add more rice. So maybe I'll add a little bit more. Not that much. Get that thing nice in there. Bam. Now, shove your rice in there. All you gotta do is take one piece of cooked spam, place that bad boy right on top. Get your sushi nori. You wanna place right in there. You can do it this way, vice versa. Basically, sushi nori. You can wet it, it'll stick to itself. Usually if this is nice and hot, it'll stick really well. Nori reacts to the moisture, so it should seal itself off. There you go. Doesn't have to be super fancy. You can squish it down if you want. Some people I know use this again. Get it nice and compact in there. Super simple. Easy to make. Perfect snack. Kids on a field trip. Lunchtime, doesn't matter. Now, if you don't have one of those, you want to do it again. It's kind of like if you know how to do sushi, wet your hands, as much rice as you can. Kind of want to shape it yourself. Bam. That's it. If you want to seal it right away, usually you do this when it's more hot, the item, so it sticks better, but you just use a little bit of moisture. Bam! Super fast, super simple, done. Alright. Cutting board real fast. Round 2. We're going to make poke. Poke is basically raw fish mixed with a few ingredients. There's several different styles you can make it. It's super simple if you know what you're doing. First, you want to get your fresh ahi or tuna. You put it in a mixing bowl. We're going to make shoyu poke today. Very easy. So a few ingredients. These are what I like to use, what I like to season it with. Okay, first, mixing bowl, we're gonna get fresh ahi. Let's do we're gonna do like half of this. The rest I'm gonna use for something else. I'm gonna make a different style for myself afterwards. Okay. So we got our ahi inside. First, we're going to add red chili pepper flakes. We're going to add sesame seeds, and this is hondashi. It's also seasoning, fish seasoning for soup. Let's add some of those first. Let's pinch of this chili pepper, pinch of hondashi, pinch of sesame seed. Okay. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of sesame seed oil. For flavoring, just drizzle it in there. Okay. Not too much, not too crazy. It has kind of a strong taste. Then we're going to add shoyu, Aloha brand shoyu. Shoyu cannot be too thick. Japanese shoyu sometimes, or soy sauce, can be too thick. It's going to stick and it's going to give it kind of a really, really salty taste. Before we add the shoyu, just want to add some regular sugar to the mix. It's going to balance out the saltiness of it, because you want the star of your poke to be the fish, not the sauce, and the vegetables only enhance it. About that much to the mix. Now the vegetables, the onion, usually you add white onion, green onion. You can add before you add the sauce to have it soak in some of the flavor. I like to add it at the end because I just like the crunchy taste of it. It's supposed to enhance it with a little bit of crunchiness for your rice and your fish, but you don't want it to overpower. So let's add in some of this, some of this sauce. You can see. Now we want to mix it all up in there, have it soak in some of the flavor. Don't go too overboard with the sauce. As you can see, it's mixed in there nicely. Now, last but not least, you're gonna need some white onion. This should be the last kicker. I do have some green onion already chopped. You don't want to do too much with the onion. Cut it in half. Front. Let's do maybe just a quarter of this. White onion. And let's throw some green onion in there. Just a white mix. That should be it. You want it to be over a bed of rice. Some salad if you like salad. And if you want to throw some of that sauce in the end, on your rice, feel free. Always makes it taste great. Voila. And that's it. Just you want the fish to be the star. Don't add too much, don't add too little. If you like a more sugary taste, not too salty, add more sugar. Feel free to do whatever you like. Well, bam. Okay. Okay, last up would be like the main dish, where you go from snack to side to main dish. This is KALUA pork with cabbage. Now, I didn't prepare this myself. It takes too much time. I didn't prepare this myself. In Hawaii, we have a lot of store-bought KALUA pork, really easy to make, but this is a recipe I know offhand. If you want to make it yourself, basically what you get is a good-sized pork butt. You want to preheat your oven about 325 to 350 degrees. You're gonna put it in a metal pan, about an inch of oil. You can season it beforehand, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. Don't go too much on salt because it's gonna get too salty. Oil in the pan, usually a metal pan is better, and add some of this. This is called liquid smoke. It's cheap, but helps you out so much. You're gonna get that smoky flavor. You wanna cook it for a couple hours, honestly, depending on how much you're making. I used to work in a restaurant where we used to cook a lot of really big sized pork butts. To quicken the process, you can also put tin foil over it. So you let it cook for a while until that oil kind of breaks it apart, makes it like a pulled pork. So basically when you're done, pull it out, let the thing cool a little bit, mash that bad boy up, drain that oil, and you're good to go. You can cook it again, add some cabbage for flavor, works really well. A little bit of water if you need to too. You can kind of help break it all up and if you don't want the cabbage to be too crunchy, works perfectly well. There you have it. You have your snack, you have your side, and your main dish. Hawaiian food. Easy. Alright, well, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad to teach you guys some of my limited knowledge of Hawaiian food. I'd like to do some more stuff for you guys if you guys ever want. Like, comment, subscribe to that person down there. Thank you guys for watching. Had a lot of fun, and see you guys next time, I guess. Bye. I'm not playing.
Look it.
No.